everybody, and welcome into the Weekly Warrior Preview, Round 2 for the playoffs, Jerry.
Round 2, Donette. We got football, we got
wrestling,
what else?
Basketball, cross country. Our cheerleaders have advanced. We have a lot of, if you like sports, I think we have a few things.
We'll be right back on the Weekly Warrior Preview.
Brooklear Pharmacy on Highway 119 is a full-service pharmacy that provides top-quality products and hometown service at competitive prices. The Brooklear family has been in business for more than 50 years and is proud to be a part of Alabaster.
Go Warriors!
For quality pest control service from an experienced and reliable company, Mr. Bugs offers residential and commercial pest and termite control service. And we can even take care of your lawn. Mr. Bugs Pest Patrol, 205-663-1919.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now, but one thing I'm sure of is the expertise of the Envirosol team. Envirosol offers custom commercial cleaning and germ remediation services for residential and commercial customers. They guarantee excellent service every time. Call today, 205-229-7650, or visit them at myenvirosol.com.
We're watching the Weekly Warrior Preview. Go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, I think we kind of thought round 1 of the playoffs would be a little bit more exciting. Not that Grissom did not. They made it to the playoffs. That's great. That's an achievement. But it was kind of a boring game.
Okay. Well, thanks for setting me up. But it's 49-zip at the half, okay? I predicted 35-zip. So, I mean, it was just great. If you're a Thompson fan, and especially, doing what we do up in the press box, it was great to go out and socialize a little bit and not have so much pressure because that game was in the bag quick. Yeah. And our team played lights out, especially our defense. Kamarian Hambright, I'll start naming names, Jax Van Zant, and,
don't leave somebody out.
Jeremiah Alexander in particular. They were all great. Our secondary was great, covered them. But Grissom obviously showed their lack of poise at the playoffs, and it showed big.
It really did, and we're going to talk to some of those guys on our side a little bit later in the show, but we know football's going on, but it always lines up this way that our other sports are kicking off.
Yeah, a lot of them going on besides football.
That's right.
Which, by the way, why don't we go ahead and tell them about Hewitt-Trussville just a little bit. Of course, we know that they're coming in.
That's right. I'm going to jump ahead.
That's right. And here's an interesting fact about this ball game. We played them 12 times. Want to guess what the record is?
No, because I'm going to get this wrong.
6-6.
Are you really?
Yeah. So,
oh, wow.
So that's a little interesting, and that they've got all kinds of stuff going on up in Trussville. They got shirts for sale and all kinds of stuff like that. But we're going to come in. We beat them last time by a couple of touchdowns at their place. They're a very good football team. Everybody knows that. And as long as we play our game, which is the same statement I say every single week, we'll be okay. Yeah. But don't think for a minute that they don't have everything on the line. They ran up the score last week, I think, to send us a message a little bit, so we got the message.
Well, and we also had some simple mistakes. We faced them early in the season, and they know that, but I think also Freeman and his coaching staff knows that as well, so they've kind of put in the work to fix those mistakes since then. So I don't think you're going to see the same Thompson that you saw at Hewitt.
I know you won't. They'll have different plays. They'll have different formations. Josh Floyd's a great coach.
He is. Really is.
Let's tell it like it is. He is a top-tier coach in the state of Alabama. He'll have the Huskies ready to play.
He will. So let me tell you how your weekend's going to go.
All right. How's it going to go?
Tomorrow night, before we go to the football game, we're going to go back to the arena and watch wrestling kick off their season. Then we can go to the football game at Warrior Stadium. Then Saturday, we're going to watch our cross-country team in state. Well, 2 of our cross-country runners.
I think I'll just concentrate on football this week, if that's okay with you.
That will work. Our cross-country team has really grown and done a lot of things. And one thing Thompson has that a lot of schools don't, we have our own cross-country course. So we decided to talk to the players, coaches, the runners and the coaches to get a little bit more information about that. Coach Schmidt joins us now. And Coach, we're out here on what is probably one of the most coolest things I think for a high school to have, your own cross-country track here at Thompson. Tell me a little bit how this kind of came about and what it took to kind of get it going.
You know, I mean, it's always been a dream to, you know, for any cross country coach to have their own cross country course on campus.
Yeah.
There's only maybe a handful of schools that actually have an area to run on campus, you know, let alone a parking lot. But we, you know, have a course like this is absolutely amazing. You know, when I was brought over here to Thompson High School, Vickers had a dream and you know, saying, hey, you know, we're going to have the best facilities for all sports and a best school, and he's provided, he's delivered. So, I mean, extremely excited.
It's a beautiful start on the trail. How long is the course?
Our course is 5,000 meters, a 5K, so a little bit over 3 miles, one loop.
Now, you won't be able to do anything really this season yet because it is still new. Of course, fingers crossed, things can always change. But this can also be used for things in the city too, for community-wise, not just for Thompson.
Oh yes, ma'am. You know, local road races, 5Ks, mile runs, fun runs for kids. We have plenty of people out in the community. They're already outside running the course every single day.
I've seen people in the mornings kind of running like the part that's up the hill over there. Now, and speaking of that hill, so on social media, you guys are very active on social media with the track page, and I know y'all had a contest to name this hill and came up with Kill Hill, I think is what it was. And I know like one of the other coaches does a thing, but I just wanted to say that was kind of fun. I did vote on that one because I kind of thought Kill Bill, Kill Hill, that kind of made sense. I like that one a lot. So tell me about your athletes this season. Like what can we see from your team this season? We
have a great group of kids this year, young group of kids. Right now on our boys' side, we're right now going into sectional meet in a week and a half, and currently ranked 5th, 6th, knocking on the door of 4th place. Top 4 teams qualify for the state meet. If our team does not qualify, I do expect to have 3 guys to qualify, possibly 4. On our ladies' side, I believe we're ranked 6th right now going into the section. We are the section of death, the hardest section in the entire state of Alabama. And you know, on our girls' side, I'm looking for definitely 2 and possibly squeezing a 3rd girl.
Yeah, and you know, that's something that we talked about earlier is that cross country and track, and it's a team sport but also an individual sport. So you've got a lot of different components going into it. It's something for everybody. For someone that is considering getting into this sport or not really sure if it's for them, what would you tell them? You
know, I mean, running's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You can do this, you know, for the rest of your life. And, you know, whatever your ability, you know, you can come out, enjoy it. It's healthy. And we have kids out here for different reasons. We have, you know, kids here knocking on the door trying to get scholarships. We have kids just trying to better themselves. We have kids, you know, possibly trying to lose weight, health reasons. And, you know, I mean, there's different reasons for people to come out. And, you know, the greatest thing is, you know, you're racing individuals, but you're racing yourself.
Right.
You're seeing how far you can push yourself. And that's the great thing about cross country and track.
The good thing about running, every time it's your own competition. If you can beat your time the last time, you did good.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to see you guys on this course and see what it does for the city of Alabaster. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
We are joined now by 3 of Thompson High School's cross-country athletes, Emily, Jacob, and Jackson. Got the 2 of you out of order. I apologize for that. We are standing here on your own cross-country course here at Thompson High School. Jacob, we'll start with you. When you've got a course like this here on campus, what's the benefit for your team?
It's definitely like better than what we were running on. Like we used to run a lot on the asphalt, which can like cause shin splints and other injuries. So like having the dirt's nice, and it's also like very like it's a tough course. It's just making us strong as a team, like stronger.
You know, Jacob mentioned being as a team. Jackson, it is a individual and team sport. When you look at any type of running thing for cross country, you know, you guys are out here on your own, but also you're working together. Talk about what goes into that training and how those practices work for you guys.
Oh, we pretty much like group up and like work as a team. Like everybody that's like near the same speed, we just like push each other, and like if someone's like dropping back, like we'll just like be like, hey, just come up with us, keep up as long as you can, and just like everybody gets faster like every practice.
Emily, I see you're dealing with a little bit of injury, so you're out right now, but I think, you know, we talked to your coach earlier, having a course like this, are you excited to kind of get out here on this soon?
Yes. I did have one opportunity to run it, and it's definitely a tough one, but it'll make us better as a team, like he said. So.
Speaking of being a tough one, Jacob, I know that, or Jackson, you guys have a strong Instagram presence on the track and cross country page, and y'all had a contest for a hill to name.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Tell me about this hill a little bit, Jackson.
It's definitely big. There was like 4 names. There was Kill Hill, Benitez, Mount Lee. I personally thought Mount Lee or Benitez should have won, but Kill Hill won. I think that's the right name. It's tough.
whenever you're doing like an incline like that, Jackson, what's the difference? Like, how do you kind of push to get up that incline before you level back out?
I just like drive my legs, just move my arms.
Just comes natural, huh?
Yeah, just natural. Just push myself.
Jacob, what do you think you guys are doing as a team this season? How are you guys working together and moving forward?
We're definitely like packed up more, like because last year it was like maybe like 2-3 people running together, but this year we have like much larger packs and clusters of runners. So like we've had like anywhere from 6 to 20 athletes running together as a group. And I think that's kind of crazy. Like it's definitely a bigger improvement from last year.
Emily, I'll end with you real quick and just kind of, ask you this question, because I know after cross country you guys move into indoor track and then outdoor track. As your coach says, I always like to ask athletes this, especially for this sport. If someone wants to do this and they're thinking, I don't know if I can, what would you tell them?
You just gotta build into it. Like, you start small and then you build and get better and better.
That works. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Mainline Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing quality products since 1989. They love giving back to the community, and they service all of the greater Birmingham area. Call them today or go to mainlineheating.com.
Serenity Salon and Spa in Helena offers hair services for men and women, facials, makeup application, and waxing. Book an appointment at serenity-salonandspa.com or call 205-624-2030. Visit them at 123 8th Place in Helena.
Showcase your personal style at LJ's Retail Therapy. Shop their selection of clothing, shoes, gifts, and accessories in-store and online. Visit them on Highway 119, 7 days a week in Alabaster beside Publix or at ljsretailtherapy.com.
Drone Tech specializes in drone models, customization, training, and maintenance with the industry-leading Drone Deploy software to provide professional quality results. For more details, visit Michael Golden and the team at drone-tech.net or call 205-895-5099 and give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back in, everyone, to the Weekly Warrior Preview. Seth Hagan joins me now. Seth, let's talk about track and cross country first.
Let's do it. So Dominique Hall has committed to the University of Cincinnati. Dominique is a state champion in the pole vault and also a pentathlon runner, so a very talented guy, multi-event guy. So he's going to head up to Cincinnati to continue his career. And then cross-country runner Emily Allen, she's committed to Louisiana Monroe. She is a top 10 finisher multiple times this year for us and is qualified for the state championship meet multiple times as well.
All right, Judy Green in volleyball. She's got some young ladies going places too.
That's right. So we're talking about their first trip to the Final Four a couple weeks ago, first time since 2003, and there wasn't even a 7A back then, as we know. But Kelsey Tangle and Brianna Wilson both named to the first team AHS VCA All-State, and Junior Caroline Kennedy was also named to the second team. So we got a couple of those girls coming back. Next year is going to be great, but we're losing a girl like Kelsey Tangle, just a wonderful player.
All right, let's move on to football now. We're in round 2, of course. We're playing tomorrow night against Hewitt-Trussville, but some moves this week with football players as well.
That's right. So Cade Golden has been a pretty busy man the last couple of weeks. He has picked up a preferred walk-on offer from Florida State and also picked up scholarship offers from Sewanee University and LaGrange College to top it all off. So Cade, a lot of guys seeing the potential that he has, and I mean, let's be honest, he could start for a lot of teams across the state as well. And so you got Anthony Kilburn as well. Anthony is our starting right tackle, an absolute load. He can bury a defensive end or a linebacker, but he got his first offer from Point University, so congratulations to Anthony for that, and we're looking forward to seeing him in the run game against Hewitt-Trussville. And then to end it off, so Kobe Stewart, he is committed to play next year for the Sanford Bulldogs. Now, Kobe is our starting defensive end for us. He's third on the team with 8.5 tackles for loss on the year, and he's really come up big for us this year in the absence of Peter Wood, so congratulations to Kobe.
All right, a lot more offers coming over the next few weeks. Thanks, Seth.
You got it.
Jerry, it's always good to find out what kind of opportunities these guys have for them on the next level.
Absolutely. Thanks to Seth for bringing us that report, and we'll keep going throughout the season, too, with all sports on recruiting.
Absolutely. You know, and our cheerleaders have done a fantastic job this week. Oh, no, I cannot mention cheerleaders around Jerry.
They're going to state.
They are. Both JV and varsity both place second in 7A game day.
Right.
So they have a bid to state, which is take place in December at Wallace State. So
Yeah,
good luck, ladies.
We interviewed them a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
That is a great group of young ladies on that squad.
It really is. I dare anybody to tell me that's not a sport. That's hardcore. Oh, my goodness. Hey, so we've got a lot of standouts on our football team. We know this.
We do.
Cole Hall.
Yeah,
You got excited about that one.
You know, I actually tweeted something about him this week because I went back and looked at film. That offensive line dominated. And I made the statement, you know, it's the same old thing in football. Whoever controls the line of scrimmage 99 out of 100 times is going to win the game. Cole Hall did a great job of quarterbacking that line, making sure the plays were called right, their assignments were on time. And so I just look forward to you interviewing him.
Absolutely. We had time to catch up with Cole today at practice. Cole Hall joins us now. And Cole, one reason I wanted to interview you was not just because of the plays we're seeing from you in the field, but you're a junior. And I feel like that junior class is just really coming to develop and growing together. What do you see as ahead for Thompson with you guys?
Well, we've all played together since we were 5 years old with Coach Bebo, Coach Billy, all them. And so we all just gel. We have a different chemistry than everybody else. So next year, I think we can expect a lot.
And I think you're seeing that with Jeremiah Alexander and Connor Harrell and yourself and several of the other juniors. You're seeing that chemistry just really transpire on the field, because we didn't get to see you guys a lot before because Thompson's been so stacked with talent. Growing up playing with these guys, what's that bond like for you guys off the field?
It's just, it can't be put into words. I mean, we all know, we all have each other's backs. We all know each other. We hang out outside of football. We're just all really tight.
Makes it, that brotherhood is strong there. And I want to ask you a little bit about the game. So you've got home field advantage for that second playoff round. We know there's benefits to that, but you're facing a team that was a close game for early in the season. What do you think you guys learned from that going into this game?
Well, we know that we got to be able, in the playoffs, you got to run the ball and play defense. So we know we got to run the ball between the tackles, and our defense has to step up big. And if we do that, we'll be good.
And I talked to Connor Harrell earlier this season, and even though Thompson has progressed and was 7A last year, a lot of people, they still kind of think, oh, they won't do it. It's just Thompson. When you hear that from people, how do you respond to that?
You just got to block. You got to block everything else out. You just got to focus on the game and what's in front of you next week, just next game.
We're seeing that focus from you, Cole. Thank you so much. I appreciate taking the time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks so much to Cole Hall to allowing us to interview him this week. Also, you know, during the game last week, Donette, we had several huge defensive plays. But one of them, Kamarian Hambright, man, he leveled a guy. He would actually, I really thought he would get up in a different area code. It was that bad.
When you see these guys on the sidelines and see them coming off, you're thinking, they can hit. They're huge. Like, not just like, I mean, they are muscle. They are solid guys. And so when they do that, you know, but they're bumping chests on the sidelines after those big plays. And I'm like, okay, this is a big dude, and I need to find out a little bit more about him. Kamarian Hambright joins us now. And Kamari, you know, we kind of changed up how we do these interviews throughout the season, and I'm on the sidelines, and I see you guys coming off from these plays, and y'all are the excitement from the hits and jumping. I mean,
yes, ma'am.
I see that, and I'm thinking, I'm going to get killed. I'm going to get squished. What's going through when you know you guys have had a huge play, you're coming off, you're ready for the next play? What's kind of going with that mindset?
It's playoff week, so we know that any bad moves or anything could cost us a game. So if we stay on our 10 toes, have good enthusiasm, just play the game, then we're all good.
I see you guys on the sidelines, and you are just a little bit more. It's not tension. Y'all are kind of just moving with the music, enjoying, cheering each other on. Do you think that kind of helps you guys a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. That just because we're all talent, naturally, godly gifted. So if we just go out there and just play football and not think, that's what makes us come closer.
You guys have had some coaching changes as well this year. You know, it's kind of known when your team does well, coaches get asked to go to other places. How's that chemistry building with you guys?
I mean, if we just do what we need to do, just build bonds with each coach, no matter who it is, then we're all good.
I can see that bond because you're actually seeing a lot of different plays and a lot of different talent transpire. What do you think is one thing you've learned by playing at Thompson?
That no matter what, even if you mess up, you'll never be yelled at, or like everyone's still gonna love you the same. And it's a very good home place.
So Friday night, what do we need to look for as we see you guys face Hewitt once again, but this time in the playoffs?
Just same old. Just more enthusiasm, more relaxed. Just keep our minds right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks to Hambright also for joining us. Hey, let's take a quick break.
Hey, let's do that. We'll be right back on the Weekly Warrior Preview.
Shelby Fence Company is a local family-owned business serving Shelby County and surrounding areas since 1989. You can count on our team of highly experienced installers to give you quality products, expert installation, and friendly customer service. For your next fence project, remember Shelby Fence Company in Alabaster.
The Sassy Shopper has moved to a brand new location. New apparel, gifts, jewelry, pampering, and much more. Go check them out, 224 Kentstone Boulevard behind Starbucks.
At Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry, we know how valuable your time is. So if it's a crown you need, let us take care of it with our same-day crown service. We have the latest technology allowing us to build your custom crown right here in our office while you wait. Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry is here to serve you.
Go Warriors!
Coach, this is a fun time of year for you, isn't it? Playoffs?
Sure is. Sure is.
I mean, we get here, we're round one, of course, got a big game coming up, but talk a little bit about coaching and how it's different as you move into the playoffs. How exciting is it for you to be here?
Well, it's exciting, of course, to be here and have the kids a chance to play in the playoffs again. The good thing about it is we're fixing to have to go back to back. You win last week, first round, you go to second round. Now we're playing a team that we've already played, so you're playing second time around, and you see how much they've improved since we played them week 3, I think it was. But we're playing one of the better teams in the state. They got really good athletes. They do a great job coaching them. A lot of team speed. They got, everything you look for. And this time of year, you're going to play good teams. And I hate that we're having to play them in the second round. They're having to play us the second round. Josh is a friend of mine, and but it'll be a good game, and we're looking forward to it.
What do you expect to be different in this game versus the last game? I mean, are we putting in different plays, obviously? Do you expect them to do that sort of thing? How do we prepare for a team we've already played?
I think you always have to prepare as though a team's got some trick plays. Last week, matter of fact, they ran a couple trick plays. I'm sure that was probably for us to see and to work on. But, we're pretty much going to do what we do, and I like our kids to, in these games, it's worked so good over the years to kind of know what they're going to do and not have to think, and they can play fast. We've just got to play, and, the unfortunate thing when you win a lot of games, people start taking games for granted. There's nobody on our team or coach staff that takes a game for granted. They're every bit as good as we are. It'll be a good game. The team that gets off the field on third down, like we talk about every week, you're sounding the special teams, and you tackle and block. You're going to have a chance to win a game. But down the road, every team we play now will be equal to us. So we just got to go out and do what we do and play good.
Coach, I said earlier in the show that we should never take for granted that we're here in the playoffs. A lot of people sitting at home this week, thousands of people, fans, coaches, and players that would love to be in our position right now. So, as you mentioned, it's not taken for granted that we're just going to be in the playoffs every year, and we need to support you and the team on that even more this Friday night as much as any time during the season.
Well, it is, and that's part of the price of winning a lot of games. But we're so blessed and so fortunate to be playing football right now on the year that we had the biggest enemy, the biggest opponent. Of course, we know what that was.
Right.
You fight that, and then our region, we had first, second, and third place teams in the state in our region. So you get by them one time, and your reward is you're going to get to play them again. And like I said before, I would be a big advocate of, I don't know how we're the region champions. We play a third seed. But it's not my decision on that. But I think when you got 16 teams in the playoff, the general population, the coaches and everybody, I think if they seeded that, it'd give you a chance to play some teams you may never get to play.
Right.
And that way, if one of the region teams from up here was good, you could possibly play in the state championship as opposed to knocking each other out.
That's
you know,
right.
so. But I don't. We just show up when they tell us to show up. But it's Hewitt is a really good football team. Hoover and Oak Mountain are really good football teams, and there's going to be two teams in Birmingham now not get a chance to go to the third round. So
that's right. All right. Well, Coach, it's been a great year so far. Let's keep it going. We got 2 more to win in the playoffs, and we got the big one. So congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Coach Freeman for joining us on game week. Jerry, if you're going to the game, you need an app.
Yeah, and you know all about that.
I do. You need the Go Fan app and find your app store. This is where you buy your tickets for the game and your parking pass. Things are just a little bit different for playoffs. You'll need the parking pass and the game ticket to get in.
And you have to show your app, show it on your phone.
And they validate it there.
They validate it there. So, hey, if you can't come, Donette, Seth, and I will have the game at warriornationnetwork.org. You can click on the Listen Live button and watch it, or listen to it, or you can watch it on the NFHS network.
It's going to be a great time. I'm sure to be packed as much as it can be for COVID standards. There'll be a lot of people there ready to see who moves on.
Yeah, let me say this. You know, a lot of teams sitting at home this week, Donette. I mean, a lot of teams, a lot of fans give anything to be where we are this week. So let's just keep that in mind. Cheer harder than ever. Show up, you know, if you can get a ticket, make sure you use it and show up. And just thanks so much for the support that you have for Thompson Athletics.
And thank you guys for watching us each and every week here on Facebook on Alabaster Living, and we'll see you Friday night at Warrior Stadium.